Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all just like $1,000,000, diamond things in his cups. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, they're listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on. Dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Yeah, man. Got one. What a blessing it is. I can't even explain my whole life. My whole life is a blessing. It really is. In spite of all the things that's happened, contrary to having the appearances of a blessing, as I look back on my life today, it all happened for a reason. It all came together, it tied together. And, you know, it's important, man. I think a lot of people are asking me about my success and how I got here and how do I attribute it and what was the steps. I want to tell you what it is. Now, listen to me. Before I get started, please understand that everything that I tell you is faith-based. Everything that I tell you is faith-based. You can double-check it. You can go behind me. Whatever your faith is, if you go back into the writings in your faith, it's in there. It's in there. Now, I'm not telling you anything new. I'm not giving you a new angle. I may give you a different way of saying it or hearing it, you know, maybe hearing it back to yourself. But in essence, man, I really do know that I'm not going to say anything that you may not have heard, but I phrase it in a different kind of way. And so this series this week, I want to talk to you about how to make it kind of a motivational series. And the first part, the most important component of it in accomplishing what you want in your life is you have to identify the dream. This is the critical step. A lot of people spend their life squandering and wandering around because they never identify the dream. You have to identify the dream. You have to identify what it is that you want, what it is that you hope for. You have to have a goal in mind. You have to have a destination. You know, and when you go outside and put the key in your car, you never go and put your key in the car and just get in and just drive, you know, unless you're trying to clear your head or something. But if you're talking about going somewhere, you got to have a destination. You got to have somewhere you want to go, or else you just running around, you burning gas. Where you going now? I don't know, left here, right here, go there. You know, you must identify the dream. The dream is the single most important part of the component to making a success out yourself. God can't bless what you don't have. You can't get what you never give. You can't withdraw without a deposit. Identify the dream. What is it that burns inside you that keeps you awake at night? What is it, man, that makes you smile when you think about it? What is it, man, that you can't seem to quite shake? Okay, so you go to college, right? You make a decision, which I disagree with. You ask an 18 to a 21-year-old to make a decision of what he wants to do and what he wants to be with the rest of his life. That's tough Because guess what? This young person doesn't really know himself or herself yet. So you're asking them to identify what it is at an early age. What consequentially happens is that people get older and they wind up doing something else. So you get a degree and you find out what your passion is with something else. See, identifying that dream as early as you can is important. Now, whether you're young or whether you're old, whatever your identity of the dream is, that's first. Now, what you have to do then is, if I were you, here is the part that people never seem to weld together with that dream. That I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a club owner. I want to be a DJ. I want to be a ball player. I want to be a writer. I want to be in nursing. I want to be in the medical field. I want to be an auto racer. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Somebody is that already, and somebody had it as a dream. So it's no dream too big. Okay, once you identify the dream, here's the thing. The best way for that to happen is that dream should be tied directly to your God-given gift or talent. See, that's the part that people miss. You see Halle Berry on TV, and you want to have on one of the dresses on the red carpet, and you want to stand there and get the award, and you want to have the same people do your hair to do Halle and who do Beyonce hair. All that's good. All that's good, man. Yeah. But do you have the talent or the gift to accomplish that? See, don't get outside your scope. I wanted to play in the NBA when I was 8 years old, but something happened along the way. I didn't have a skill set. I discovered that when I ran as fast as I could, the basketball was never with me. Yeah, that's an important part of ball, you know. Yeah, I could jump, but I normally didn't have a basketball. Yeah, so now, see that passion and that dream of being in the NBA was not tied to my gift. My gift was when I was sitting there watching them play basketball. I was the little dude leaning against the fence that had a comment about everything everybody did. That was it. I was the commentator, the color commentator. And Lord, I was funny. It was one of the few times I didn't stutter. It's when I was leaning against the fence talking trash. But if you took me to school, you took me to church, you took me in front of somebody, you sent me to the store, man, that stuttering just came over the top of me. I couldn't do it. So remember the first time I told somebody my dream is to be on TV. Man, they laughed at me so hard. They laughed me out the gym and at the school because I had a stuttering problem. So that caused me never to tell it again. The best way to accomplish your dream is you got to tie it to your gift, to the talent that God has given you. You can't overlook that. See, God never created a person without giving them a talent or a gift. You have something that you do, and the way to identify that is very simple. It is a thing that you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort. What is that you do? That's better than you do anything else with the least amount of effort. You do this, it's almost, you can draw you can write, you can sing, you know how to pull stuff apart and put it back together. You know how to connect the dots and cross T's, and you know how to organize things and put people together. You know how to network. You know how to shoot videos better than anybody. You know how to calm people down when it's a conflict at your school or something. They come to you. All your friends come to you with their problems. It's a gift and a talent. You have to identify what that is. Now, if you take that gift and talent that you are born with and you marry it into your dream, you put those two in the dream, that's the number one thing. And here's the deal. You can never give up on the dream. I don't care how old you are. There's a scripture that says, a man without a dream or a vision shall perish. Think about this. If you've given up on your dream, don't it feel like you're going nowhere? You ever wake up in the morning and just go, man, this can't be all to it. It's got to be more to it than this. That's that seed, that dream, that talent, that gift that's in you that needs watering and nurturing and fertilizing to come out and grow. But you got to identify, man. Come on. And you can't give up on your dream because now you got just a JOB that's helping you pay these bills. And now you locked into the system where paying the bills is so critical and living expenses on top of you that you got to keep going to this job. So now you give up on your dreams. That ain't how this thing work, man. You can't ever give up on the dream. It's going to be a sacrifice to do that. To follow your dream, you're going to have to let something go. That's the scary part. See, that's the part where people don't want to. People don't want to let go of the peanut to get the fruit. So you hang on to your peanut. Now, the fruit out there is melons, grapes, bananas, pineapples. Fruit is out there. But you're so busy hanging on to this peanut, that JOB, that has got you locked in. And you can't go out there and enjoy the fruits of your life. You have to make a decision. But decision is based on your dream and your gift. If you tie those two together, why not take a shot at it? I mean, what you waiting on? Everything I tell you is faith-based. So remember that too now. You got to take your faith along. But it starts with the dream. We'll continue this tomorrow, okay?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Hi, and I'm Steve.
Hi.
Hey, Steve, what's going
Hi,
on?
guys.
I'm Steve.
Really? Hi.
I'm Steve. Hello, Kier.
Hi, Steve.
Hello, James.
Hey, Steve, how you doing, man?
Hey, Miss Shirley.
Hi, Steve. Hi, Mr. Harvey.
Thomas.
That's my uncle now.
No,
Yes,
I'm not.
sir.
No, I'm not. I'm just a guy that's opening the show the correct way. You know, talking proper has been one of my main goals in life since working with the wonderfully talented Miss Shirley Strawberry. She's been attacking me ferociously about my language and dialect, so I've decided today to try it as another guy.
Is it fun?
Well, may
It's not fun right now.
I say something,
It's
sir?
very uncomfortable. Go ahead, please,
You
Shirley.
sound fantastic.
Well, you know,
So
and
happy.
that's the goal of today. Today's show is dedicated to the bougie people that speak properly all day long
Rise up,
and
my
find it
people.
highly offensive for other people to exist in this world who do not have the desire to speak properly, nor do they have the education.
No, we
And
do
when the combination is both of those things, it can get pretty ugly.
It can.
So I'm here.
What did you say, Junior?
It can.
Did you hear him?
Yeah, it can.
It can.
It can.
Absolutely want to say something wonderful, Jelly.
Good morning to you, Miss Shirley. How are you doing today?
Well, hello, Jay.
Hello
How are
there.
you, darling?
I see the only one that's happy here is she.
I'm so happy. See if the nephew has something to say. Nephew?
You want to say something?
Hello, Lord Stephen.
Hello there, Thomas. So this show is dedicated to all of you dry ass people.
To Game of Thrones, it sounds like
All
now.
of them. Is Game of Thrones on tonight?
No,
Yeah.
it was on night before last Sunday night.
Sunday.
Yeah.
But you get the rerun tonight.
Yeah, you can
You
get
can
it.
rerun it.
You can
Go on
catch-
demand, yeah.
Catch it.
Yeah.
Is
do
the
know
dragon
it's-
still on it? They still
yes,
have
the
dragon is
Yes.
still on.
The White Walkers got it. Wow, I said it. Did you hear me?
Yeah. I know. I heard
What'd
you.
you say?
The,
See if you
God
think
dog
about
it.
it.
the White Walker. Oh man! But you heard it. You
I
heard
did.
the
I
first
heard
one,
it.
didn't
I heard
I didn't
it.
hear
you? Oh
anything.
my
I
God!
didn't
I
hear it.
said
He
it.
said
He said
White
I did
Walker.
the White
I did
Walker.
not.
I didn't hear that.
I did not hear
But
it.
see if
Oh,
he-
come on, Steve. You heard it, man.
Uncle Steve.
You heard that, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
See if he thinks about it too hard.
So say it
Oh
now.
man, I
He's
said it.
thinking about it.
Say it now.
The White.
The-
Come on, Tommy.
The,
It's like you fell out of flight of stairs.
man.
Sound like you was talking, walking across the street, got hit by a car.
Man, I said it though. He's telling me to back up off the mic. The White Walker. What?
Okay, try it. Uh-oh. Now, get some water. Get some water. All morning long, we're going to play Michael Jackson music. Today is his birthday. I think he would have been 59 today.
Wow.
Coming up next, Junior's Truth Be Told, and then
Oh.
Steve. Yeah. Steve has a heads up for parents just in time for back to school. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it's time for something funny. Let's go with Junior first with his truth be told.
Hey, can I tell y'all something happened?
Yeah.
That happened in Vegas. The funniest thing happened for me this weekend. Okay, we at the crap table.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Uncle Steve be out there. No, we at the roulette table.
Mm-hmm.
Now, people be out there, you know, Uncle Steve out there. People just stand around and they trying to get to him.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm trying to keep people off and everything. Well, Brian, his security guard, talked to this one guy. He said, hey, man, I really need to talk to Steve. He said, I really need to talk to him. He says, okay. He said, all right. So he taps, he said, hey, man, this guy says he really want to. Well, the guy goes up, he talks to Uncle Steve, and he says, hey, man, my mama has Alzheimer's.
Okay, hold on. Junior, you going to tell me stuff?
Yeah, I got to tell this story. Because this was the greatest thing about it. This man comes up to Uncle Steve at the roulette table. I'm still on Steve's left, and he's on Steve's right. He says, hey, man, I love you, man. Look, my mama loves you. My mama has Alzheimer's.
Mm-hmm.
She can't remember me, but she remember you.
Man,
Not funny.
I'm sorry.
now this fool
Yeah,
right here.
yeah,
Just
it is.
lay it, knocking chips over. He
I'm
laughing
just
so
saying.
hard at the roulette wheel that I'm embarrassed because I'm trying to hold the man together because he done got emotional.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. This is a Jersey dude, real hard cat.
Hey, man.
You know, I mean, just a hard man's man. But he done teared up talking about his mama don't know him.
Oh, my God. Well, hold on.
But she knows Steve.
Oh, she know Steve. He know the talk. Every time you come on TV, I'm sitting there. She can't recognize me, but she look at the TV and she know you. Hey, man, I appreciate this, man. Take this picture with me. So they gonna take the picture. Now, truth be told, if that's my mama, your ass is out of here. I know that much right now. Truth be told, your ass is out of here. I'm not gonna sit up here and keep bathing you, and you don't know who the hell I am. This don't make no sense.
And then the worst part, when he get home, he gonna say, who is that with Steve?
Who is Steve?
Exactly,
I can't take
Jay.
no more. Jay, Jay, I tell you what you do, mama. Why don't you take him behind out there and find Steve? One time. Every time you walk off into the woods, who got to come get you? It ain't Steve. My birthday didn't pass 10 times. You can't even remember who it is, but you remember who Steve is. Man, I'm trying to tell you, I was like, he a good son. He a good son. He a good son.
Yeah.
Cause I'd have been quit. All the time, you take off driving.
You don't know me.
Yeah.
That's wrong, you
No, you
guys.
kept driving. I gotta send out all these Amber Alerts every day because you didn't. But then Steve, you see Steve, you know Steve is.
That's the way that disease
I know.
is, man.
No,
I
man.
understand.
No,
That's bad. That's bad.
Nah, man, my feelings be hurt.
That's the thing about your truth be told. They're all true stories.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
man,
true. That's
that
right.
dude came there.
Bring it from home.
Yes,
now.
he
He
does.
said he-
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and Steve was like,
But
"Oh, man,
he on the roulette wheel laughing
man,
as hard as he can.
And
You're
you're
just
sorry.
embarrassed.
And I'm sitting up here going, hey,
I
Junior,
know.
man, Junior, this man says, oh, she don't know.
she know you."
I said, man, Junior,
With that high voice.
Man, you mean tell me she don't know him? She know you, man. I'm sorry. But your help is done. I'm sorry. I've been up here every day, and then Steve come on. What's your name, boy? She don't know you. Move. Steve is on. Steve. Oh. Well, why don't you find Steve to get down here and bathe it in?
Wow.
That's
I love
crazy. Crazy.
Hey, the 17 black hit on
one time, man.
one time.
One
What you
time.
had on it, man?
Tommy,
A
you and these
mountain.
questions.
Sometimes it was a mountain time.
Oh, no. He builds a castle on 17 and all around 17.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the sad thing, I only hit once.
But that's a good hit. That's at least a couple $100 you had on it, ain't it?
He must have broke even because he said he didn't really win anything this time.
No, I lost money this trip.
Really? I've never heard you say that.
Yeah, no, I don't really lose, but I lost this time. I hit him for that 117. I thought I was on my way. I hit him for about 10-5.
Man.
Hey, y'all ain't go to Money Mayweather strip club?
You know.
Tommy.
Junior, you
Tommy.
didn't go?
How am I
I'm not
gonna
going
go?
to Money
yeah.
Mayweather strip club, Wicked Lakes strip club, Fully Clothed Fulton
Okay, this
strip
is
club.
new save, Steve. What about old
Keep your
Steve?
coat on, strip
No,
club. You
yeah,
ain't going
I
nowhere.
ain't going nowhere.
about
I'm talking
old
about
Steve?
no, old Steve. I never was a strip club dude.
He wasn't a
Oh.
strip club guy.
No, I
Oh,
never really
okay.
cared for strip clubs. Wasn't really
Really?
my. I don't like them. You don't really feel me.
Oh.
But if you do, then you go over there and you feeling somebody else. I don't like that.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't like that either.
Oh, okay.
Look, I
No,
put some
man.
money in your pocket. Why'd you hit my partner lap? I just went
Yeah.
to go get your drink.
Yeah.
I come back with what is all this going on?
You see right there?
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what?
not good at that.
For $10, the relationship should last a little longer. I'm with you on that. We can still be going together for $10.
But Tommy, you like him, right?
Yeah, and especially when I'm in Atlanta, that they got the best chicken wing. The Atlantic City.
Who
I
the
mean,
hell goes to a strip club
What's the name of?
for the chicken wing?
And
Oh.
broccoli. They got broccoli now.
They
Broccoli.
got broccoli.
Yeah, they got fried flowers.
Do they?
Oh, delicious.
How do you know this?
Because that's all the fellas be talking about. At Magic City in Atlanta got fried broccoli.
Very different.
All right, I don't know how we're going to do this, but we're supposed to talk about back to school information for you.
Well, I don't think that's necessary right now.
Stuff you're supposed to give the parents.
We're gonna pick that over the strip.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just
No,
telling you
I
what we're
didn't- I didn't
supposed
go
to be
there
doing.
because, I don't. It's never been.
Oh, the
A
strip
strip
I
club.
never
It
did
was-
go
it
either.
was-
I didn't. You know.
It was just never my thing. I want to go. Let's go through the motion. Let's meet each other. You lie to me, I'm gonna lie to you.
Oh, you mean in a real
But they'll
relationship?
do
You
that.
know, I love you.
They'll do that.
You love me. Hey, let's go eat.
They'll do
You know,
that at the
man.
strip club,
You
Tommy.
can do all that there.
And I don't like the shout outs they give you. In the house, watch out there now. Don't need all that.
Yeah.
Nobody needs that.
Nobody need to know you in there. Yeah. Now you gotta throw your hands at.
All right, we'll be back with the nephews Run That Prank Back right after this. More Michael Jackson music as we celebrate what would have been his 59th birthday.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann is going to be here with today's national headlines. We're still watching the weather in Houston, by the way. But right now, it is time for the nephews Run That Prank Back.
Drug test. I'ma say it again. Drug test.
We heard you the
If
first
you missed
time.
it yesterday, here it is again. Drug test.
Hello,
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Faye, please.
this is she.
Hello, this is Officer Rogers from the probation department.
Yes, sir.
Listen now, you have been on probation for a little over a year now. Am I right, Faye?
Yes, sir, you're correct.
Now, you're supposed to be serving 2 years probation?
2.
All right. Now, I'm giving you a call. Actually, I'm bringing you a bit of bad news, and I hate to do this, but you came in, Faye, a couple weeks ago and did a drug test. Am I right?
I sure did. I did.
All right. Now, Faye, I hate to bring you some bad news, but the actual drug test that you took has come back positive.
Oh, you
And-
a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Wait a minute. Now, you came in a couple weeks ago. You took a drug test. This drug test has actually come in positive. Now, what I want to say to you is this. You're going to have to actually...
No, sir, my test wasn't positive. You got
Yes.
the wrong person.
Hold on a second. I either need you to come in to me, or I don't want to save the embarrassment of having to send the car out to pick you up. Now,
I don't give a damn how much embarrassment you're talking about, sir. I gave you some and my was good.
ma'am, right now I
Say
got
what you want to say.
you have a positive drug test. You come up positive, ma'am. Now you gotta
Did
have to
they use
actually.
your? Did they use your? Did they use mine?
We used the one that you brought us. Now here,
Must have been the wrong one. Couldn't have been.
ma'am,
Couldn't have been, sir. I'm sorry, sir, but I wouldn't have gave you no bad urine. It just wasn't me.
ma'am,
Now, I'm
I
trying
don't
not
want to have
go
a.
back to jail. I don't even know why you would call me with this nonsense. I got
Ma'am.
children. I'm trying to do right. I don't know why you would call me. I wouldn't have gave you no bad. That's not me. You said lie.
Ma'am,
You
listen,
lie.
you actually have to come in and do another 3 months now.
Oh, sir, y'all can come pick me up. I can for you right now. I can in your hand if you want me to.
Ma'am, your urine has come back positive of drugs. Now, I don't know any other way to explain it to you. You've been actually evidently using drugs again.
Sir, I'm trying to tell you, I don't use no drugs. I've been clean for a year and some months now. You got the wrong. That's not my. Now,
How do
I
you
keep telling you that.
how do you know it's not yours, ma'am? It's got your name on the lid, everything. You have come back positive.
Well, evidently you put your name on it, 'cause that ain't my.
And I
Would have came back. My would have came back good. You can't call me and tell me I gave you some bad. Can't
Ma'am.
call me and tell me that. That's a negative, sir. That's a double negative.
It's not a double negative, it's a double positive. You've actually come back positive. Faye is written here on the actual cup.
Maybe you have more than one face.
No, we don't have more than one Faye. You're the only Faye. I've actually double checked that myself. You need to either come in or we got to come out and haul your behind in here.
Well, I need you to come right now, 'cause I got the right now. Come right now. Come on.
Are you trying to tell me that if I come and pick you up and take your urine now, your urine is going to come up negative? Is that what you're saying?
I'm telling you that. You're double positive with that. My urine is going to come up negative.
Ma'am, I hate to, I don't want to come out, haul you in front of your family, but you're actually going to be coming in and you're going to do 3 months. That's all I can tell you. You're going to.
Confident, sir. You got the wrong Faye Allen or you got the wrong. It's one of the two. Might be both. You got the wrong. You got the wrong Faye.
I'm letting you.
No positive. I ain't had no positive. I'm trying to tell you, I got kids. I ain't had no positive.
Listen, ma'am, I'm telling you one more time. You either want to come in or want me to come and get you. Which one?
Let me tell you what I want you to do. I want you to find out who the you have. 'Cause that ain't my. Don't call me no more and tell me nothing about you got some that is not good. I gave you some good. How many times I got to for y'all? Y'all keep picking up people, falsely accusing folks. Y'all had me saying some time, miss my children. Now I'm hot. I've been giving you good and you still want to with me. I'm tired. I ain't giving you no bad. Don't call me no more no like that. And where is my probation officer? You say your name is what?
My name is Officer Rogers.
Sir, I don't know Officer Rogers. Like I said, you might be the reason why the came back positive. You might be the reason. I need to speak with Mr. That's my probation officer. Officer now, I have clean at all times. Mr. Rogers, you shouldn't be calling me.
I should be calling you because I'm going to have to come down and haul your behind in myself.
Well, you can bring your on. And when you come, you bring Mr. with you. He'll let you know I don't have no positive. You can come to my job.
You know what? There's one more thing and I need to.
Bring your on. Come on right now. Come on.
I got one more thing I need to say to you. Are you listening to me?
What is it, sir?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your sister, Allen.
I know one thing. Y'all play too much. Y'all play too much. You said that when I was coming to get Mr. Rogers, she gonna get that with it.
Say you all right?
No positive. Scared the hell out of me. Had me thinking I was doing drugs and didn't know about it. Somebody put something up my nose. I'm gonna need y'all not to play with people like that.
Okay. Faye, you all right?
Hell no, I'm nervous as hell.
It's your sister. She put me up to it, baby.
Well, when you ever see her, you see what she look like, I'm gonna beat the hell out of her.
I got one more question for you, baby. You got to tell me this. What is the baddest? I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land.
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
The same thing.
What?
Yeah.
Pay attention.
Don't put
See,
my
you know,
name in it.
I like running people crazy, just straight ignorant. I love that.
You're good at it. You're very good at it.
It's my job to
Yeah.
be stupid. It's my job.
Congratulations.
Ooh, yes. You need a raise because you do it well.
It's my job.
You go
to be
over
stupid.
and above.
You doggone right. And
That's
guess
the
what?
part
I'm
that
going
messes up, though, the over part.
Over. Just too
above
much.
and beyond. You should always go above and beyond, huh? I go above and beyond, brother. That's what I
Above
do.
and beyond stupid.
I bet you I'll be stupid in front of Maze, Tank, and Kelly Price come Saturday night, USF Sundome, Tampa, Florida. That's Labor Day weekend, and the nephew is hosting the show. So Tampa, get your tickets. Frankie Beverly and Maze, Tank, and Kelly Price will be in the building, and I will be hosting. I'm stupid at the beginning, in the middle, at the end. Stupid is interweaving in betweenst all these people, and you cannot beat that. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with stupidity in the middle of songs? What's wrong with that?
Oh, nothing.
Who don't want stupidity in the middle of music? I love it.
Want to know what?
Stupid.
You know.
Stupidity in the middle of music. I would have on my what? I'll be
Excuse
dressed.
me?
Never mind.
Huh?
Never mind. I'll be dressed.
What will you
Please attempt to.
Wearing white
be? Uh-huh.
at the concert, boy.
Man, you couldn't have
What?
went with Vegas with us this weekend.
Why?
He could not been in that VIP room. All them W's he been trying to be saying. Whoa, wait, whoa, wait, whoa, hey,
Mayweather.
Is that Mayweather?
Mayweather.
Stop.
Floyd, Huehue. And Wallin Huehue.
All right, we gotta go. But
Go get him, little man.
Miss Ann is coming up.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Miss Ann is on deck with today's headlines. We are playing our favorite music from Michael Jackson today on what would have been his 59th birthday. So make sure you're here because coming up at 20 after, Steve's stand-up comedy routine, Still Trippin'. Remember that one, Steve? Remember you were talking about Michael Jackson has a different kind of money and all of that. Too funny. Also in the news, President Trump, Donald Trump, will be in Houston, Tommy. He's coming today, this very day, Tuesday, to survey the damage caused by Hurricane Harvey, which has brought, we know this, historic rainfall to parts of Texas, causing flooding and several reported deaths. So unfortunate there. Earlier
He
on
fits to come to
Sunday.
Houston and do what?
Well, earlier on Sunday, he hinted that he would visit the area when he felt that a presidential visit would not complicate the recovery efforts.
We fine.
Yeah.
We
No,
all right.
let him come. Just don't say nothing when you get to third ward. Just make sure you got your mind together when you go in the third ward.
It's bad over there.
And again, if you do
Yeah.
want
Yeah, even the fifth ward. These are places you got no votes.
wow. So if you want to help people that were affected by Hurricane Harvey and are affected by Hurricane Harvey, you can visit redcross.org. That's redcross.org. You can call 1-800-RED-CROSS, 1-800-RED-CROSS, or you can text the word Harvey to 90999. That's 90999. Text the word Harvey to make a $10 donation, okay? All right. So Tommy, you're faring better today? You and the family?
Yes. Yeah, a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
A lot better. We holding strong. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna make it through it.
Everybody good?
Everybody's good, man. But this was a serious hurricane. This was the truth.
And you said you've been
And,
through a
and,
lot
and
of
guess
them,
what?
huh?
Here's the deal. Houston did not get hit with the eye of the actual hurricane.
Hurricane, yeah.
This is the side,
Mm-hmm.
and this is pushing so much water out, man. I've never seen a hurricane come and go, and a week later it's still raining and you
Yeah.
still flooding. That's the drama. The water won't stop.
Right. And Carla, of course, is out today. She's from Houston and down there as well. She is property. Junior,
Yeah.
how's your family?
Oh, everybody's great.
Uh-huh.
It's considering the circumstances. They're fine. I talked to Granny. Granny's good.
Mm-hmm.
She has a great attitude about it. She's high and dry cooking.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, they went to the other home
Mm-hmm.
up in East Texas, so they're fine.
You got another home?
My mom has another home.
Okay.
up there.
Doing good over here.
Hey, hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, dog.
Yeah, all these boys come up, Jeff.
Hey, man. But they're fine.
That's
Everybody's
good.
great.
That's good.
Well, that's
Glad to
good.
hear.
You know
it.
what you realize though, Shirley?
Keep them in our prayers. Yes.
Is material don't mean nothing, man.
It really does.
Oh.
Long boy, it don't mean nothing.
Life
Your
and
family,
family,
is
yeah.
the most important thing. Get them out, get them safe,
Yeah.
and that's good. We good. We can build another house, buy another car.
Real good. Did you
And that's
check on you know who?
Fact. Yes,
Everything good?
she all right now.
Good.
yeah. Well,
She good.
What?
it's interesting philosophy Tommy has about getting his family out safe. This is the same dude if he hit the damn lotto.
Last week. Oh my God.
He's gonna try to figure out.
I got him to the end now. Oh, after that. Oh, yeah. You on your own, partner.
All right, Steve, please, as we switch gears, please bring in Miss Ann for our national headline.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you. This is Ann Tripp with the news, everybody, and let's get to it. At least 10 people are now reported dead as rescue teams in southeast Texas wade through waist-deep water trying to bring stranded residents to safety. More than 12,000 National Guard troops have been activated to help out. FEMA Director Brock Long says the focus is on those most in need of help.
Helping Texas overcome this disaster is going to be far greater than FEMA coordinating the mission of the entire federal government. We need citizens to be involved. This is a landmark event. You couldn't draw this situation up.
Long says that 50 Texas counties are underwater thanks to hurricane-turned-tropical storm Harvey, and that some 100 roads are impassable, and that's on top of the fact that parts of Louisiana are now flooded out, too. They have several parishes, about 8 or 9 parishes in Louisiana that are flooded out. President Trump is due in Texas later on today.
You're going to see very rapid action from Congress. We expect to have requests on our desk fairly soon, and we think that Congress will feel very much the way I feel, in a very bipartisan way. But it's a long road, still pouring, still a lot of rain. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. I've heard the words epic, I've heard historic. That's what it is.
The president surveyed the damage in Corpus Christi. Meanwhile, Harvey's in the Gulf and actually expected to make landfall again and bring more rain. By the way, according to a published report just 10 days before Hurricane Harvey slammed into southern Texas, President Trump, in his eagerness to get rid of another Obama-era rule, signed an executive order that dumped a regulation that would have required the federal government to take into account the risk of flooding and the rise in the sea level when rebuilding after disasters. So that's out of there. That's according to Business Insider. Trump, meanwhile, facing several lawsuits over his ban against transgender individuals enlisting in the armed forces. The American Civil Liberties Union has become the latest group to file a federal suit, this one in Maryland, on behalf of 6 active duty service members. The ACLU says the president's order is based on uninformed speculation and a whole lot of stereotypes. The statue of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was unveiled yesterday in his hometown in Atlanta. It was erected on the Capitol grounds with his remaining daughter, the Reverend Bernice King, on hand, along with other members of Atlanta's religious and civil rights community. And finally, today is Chop Suey Day.
Chop Suey.
Chop Suey. Living here is very much like Chop Suey.
Chop Suey.
Chop Suey. It's also Wake Up Day. It's also Find a Pencil Day, Hug a Friend Day, and Make Friends with Somebody You Didn't Like Day. All that today on top of Chop Suey Day. Okay, right now we'll be back with Eugene the Butterfly at 20 minutes after the hour, so stay tuned to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Today would have been Michael Jackson's 59th birthday. And Steve, remember your hilarious stand-up still tripping comedy routine?
Not really, but
You don't remember? Well, we remember it. You were talking about Michael Jackson
Man, I remember it,
having
man.
that different kind of money, that other kind of money.
So I guess I wasn't. My segment was
I'm sorry.
overruled today.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
sorry. We
man.
thought that you would be helping out in Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was a great thing, you know, which was a
Yeah.
wonderful thing.
But I still could have done my part of the show.
Well, I mean, you're here now, Butterfly, if you want to.
But I
Put
don't
your
have
hands
enough
together
time
for
now.
Eugene. How about that? Is that
Ta-da.
okay?
Don't do that.
I
Don't
thought
bring
you
me out late.
I thought you were getting your apartment together after the big
Yeah, I thought you was
fight
doing
party
cleaning.
fight.
No, stop, all of you all. First of all, let's understand it. This is my part of the show. This is my segment. I only have
Well,
one
actually-
segment. What?
Actually, we've moved on.
What do you mean you moved on?
Because this
tickles
can't be
Jay
your
so
show.
much.
That you
This
just
is my segment. This is where I do my part of the show.
We just stopped you iron for your segment. You didn't make it.
But he's here now, Steve.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't make it.
What are you saying? Like I'm not on the show no more?
No, you're not on the show.
No, what are you? Wait a minute, what, Steve?
Are you going to get rid of this segment?
You getting rid of Eugene?
I'd love to.
No, I don't. No,
Now, why are you
do
trying to
that.
get? Hold on, wait a minute. What's going on?
Don't fire him live on the air,
Yeah, what's
Steve.
going on?
Why are you trying to get rid of my part of the show?
He got way up in his
I think really we should add a different feature.
You mean from the
Wait.
butterfly? Let the butterfly do
He's going to
something?
be upset. He's going to cry.
Yeah, don't.
Don't make him cry.
What do you mean? Wait, stop. Everybody, stop. What is going on?
We don't know.
I don't know. You
Why does it sound like I'm being fired? What is going on?
That's usually how it sounds when they call you in there.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Sound like Dino.
So y'all just finna start writing a joke from his stand-up during my part of the show?
Or just something.
This is... Steven.
Don't do this. No.
No,
This is
Wait,
embarrassing.
no.
This is very embarrassing.
Okay.
No, no, butterfly, hold on, butterfly. Butterfly. Steve, rethink it, okay?
No,
I'm
not
hyperventilating. I am hyperventilating.
Okay, breathe through your nose, butterfly. Okay, we'll figure this all out. I'll
Hey,
talk to
Eugene,
Steve.
I'm at least going to give you a break. We'll take a commercial break.
All right, well, listen. We gotta go. We have to go. We have Comedy Roulette coming up. And we'll be back at 34 after.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it's time now for Comedy Roulette. Jay, please quickly
It's so
set
easy.
this up.
It's so easy to explain this. You test our comedy ability every week.
Yeah.
Tell you what you do. Take 5 subjects, put them on the wheel, spin the wheel around, wherever it stop. Show you how good we are. We take from there.
All right, let's
Put
go.
5
with the
up
wheel.
there. Put 5 up there.
All right, here we go. Here are the subjects. Number 1, the deltas ain't all that.
No, they ain't.
Wait a minute. Hold up, dog.
How did I get on there?
Jay, how did that get on
You
there?
just read what's there. Read it.
I love
read
some
it. Put 'em
deltas
up.
now,
Put 'em up.
Jay.
Number 2, your car smells funny.
That's a good one. That's a very good one. That's a good one. Yeah, yeah.
Number
I like
3, you try to act like you don't know nobody.
All right.
People like that.
Number 4, people who let their new positions go to their head.
Oh, that's a real good one. Yeah.
And then number 5, sky caps.
Spin the wheel. Put them up.
Yeah.
Spin the
Let's
wheel.
go, Cat.
Sky Cap.
Spin it.
Give me that. Come on, Sky Cap. Come on, Sky
It ain't
Cap.
all
Sky
that.
Cap. Sky Cap.
What? What you
Number
got?
4, people who let their new positions go to their head.
Can I have this?
Go ahead,
Let me
Jay.
start
Oh,
this thing off right here.
Come on. Man.
You know the people who get just a little small ass name tag on their door. Ain't never had one.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they bedding you.
Yeah.
Just because they got a name tag. They get a little 2-cent raise. 2 damn cents. No, not vernacularly speaking. That's all they got.
Well,
with 2
two-
damn cents.
Per check.
Per check.
That's
Yeah.
it.
How about that? Look at that. What you making? What you making now, huh? I got 2 cents more than you. Go ahead.
Now, I'll tell you what that kind of wonder about there was new positions. When they go to their head, I used to work in fast food, right? Me and my partner on Friday. All of a sudden, somebody got called in sick. Now he get to wear the headset. Now he talking crazy to us. Now he on Friday. Now he ain't part of the crew no more. Hey, I said I need the fries up now.
Now he talking ugly to you.
He talking ugly to everybody because he got the headset on because the boss they called in sick. This your first day with it. He don't even know how to control it. He hitting, may I take your order, but he coming on the intercom in the back when he supposed to press the other button to go out to the order. I'm just saying, he just a new it with his
What you
head.
got, Tommy? What you got, man?
I know good and doggone well you ain't posting on Facebook that you the lead vacuum cleaner operator at the plant. Really? And now you got your picture on there with the vacuum cleaner? Really?
Yeah.
Really, dog?
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
What you got,
Yeah,
Steve?
man, that's how they do it.
People who let their new positions go to their head. I just have 2 words for this one. Donald Trump.
We'll cut up.
Do what the hell he wanna do.
Oh, man, he's acting a fool. He letting his new job go straight to his head. I got a partner of mine in the joint, right? So I go to see him. He work in the furniture department, right? Now, the people in the furniture department make 3 cents an hour. The other workers make 2 cents an hour.
Yeah.
Do you know that the 3 centers talk trash to the 2 centers? How much money you making? 2 cents an hour? You ain't making no money. When you start to make some cash, talk to me.
Oh, man. I think that new position go to the head,
Let
man.
it go right to the
They
head.
let it go right to their head. And you know what I can't understand though, man, is that when you do get a new position, how come everybody else got to call you by your last name? Like you just
Come
was
on, man.
you was Charles yesterday. Then you expect us to call you Mr. Jenkins. Oh, we gotta call you Mr. Jenkins?
Yeah, not today. We gotta call you Mr.
Yeah,
Jenkins
but
right
you
now.
was Charles yesterday. They just gave you a raise.
Hold on. I know you ain't put a sign in front of your parking space at the job that say Larry Jenkins, lead bathroom attendant. I know you ain't done this.
No, that would happen.
You ain't done this, Larry. Have you? You the lead bathroom attendant? Really?
That would happen, man. It goes to their head.
Oh, you got a new position, but you still getting a ride to work with me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't even worse, Jay.
Well,
I think you letting your job go to your head.
well, we'll be back. Shirley done let the job go to her head. She decided she don't want to talk right now.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after today's Strawberry Letter. But first, the nephew with his prank phone call. What you got, Neff?
Musty son. Yeah. Your son musty. Your son is musty. We're gonna fix that.
So wrong.
What? It's some musty kids
You're
out there.
gonna make
Shirley.
somebody mad and hurt you.
It's some 5, 6, 7-year-old. Whoo, they gaming.
Pungent.
Musty son. Here we go.
Hello,
Hello, I'm trying to reach Vanessa, please.
this is she.
Hi, Vanessa. My name is Robert. I'm the one of the owners. You know my wife, Michelle. We own the daycare.
Yes. How can I help you?
Okay, we've been. I think we've had your son Malik probably close to a year now. Am I right?
Yes, you have. Is everything okay?
No, everything is fine. Everything is fine. I don't think we have a problem that we can't clear up. I have a question for you. Have you been noticing anything different about Malik, like concerning hygiene at all?
Hygiene? No, not that I can recall. What are you talking about?
Okay. How old is Malik?
He's 2.
Okay. Well, we seem to have come across a little glitch here that we're going to try to take care of here at the daycare. Actually, my wife didn't. I told her I would make the phone call and leave her out of it. I know you see her every day. When
Yeah,
you
but
drop,
what
when you-
glitch are you talking about? What is this glitch?
I'm sorry.
Glitch. What is this glitch that you want to talk about? I'm confused.
Okay. Well, actually, what we're having is it seems like every day here lately for the last 2 months, Malik has been, very musty. He hasn't been really sweaty, but just real musty.
Okay, you clearly have the wrong child because I give my son a bath every night, and most mornings before he leaves for school, I give him another bath again. So, yeah, I'm pretty positive you have the wrong child.
No, ma'am. Your son is Malik, right? And he's 2 years old. You guys have been here with us right close to a year now, correct?
Yes, and
Okay. And he's a cute little kid with the curly hair. I know exactly which one he is. So what I'm saying to you is that we are having problems. He's just reeking. He's real musty.
okay, you know what? My son does not reek. I don't know what child you're talking about, but you're not talking about my child. I just told you I make sure that he gets a bath every night. So that's not my child. My child is very clean.
Okay, well, hang on, Vanessa. What I'm trying to get you to understand is this is why my wife didn't want to call, okay? And I'm glad I'm actually the one that made the call. What we need to do, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to try a little experiment for the next month or so.
Experiment?
I'm sorry?
What do you mean experiment? What kind of experiment?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some male deodorant on him for the next month, and we'll see how it plays out.
No. You're not going to put anything on my child. That's not going to happen.
Okay, well, ma'am, I'm trying to fix the problem here. I just wanted to call.
He doesn't have a problem. I already told you that my son is clean. You're not going to put any on him, and if you do, it's going to be a problem. Do you understand me?
Okay, ma'am, I'm not trying to have an argument with you. What I want you to know is
Well, I'm not trying to have an argument either, but you're talking about putting deodorant on my child. You You can't do that. I'm not going to have that happening. Please don't make me have to come back to that school for you and your wife.
Okay, now, listen, we're going to have to do something about your child. Your child is musty, okay? And you're sitting here getting an attitude with me, and I'm trying to let you know your child is musty.
You're talking nonsense. Maybe you're the one that's musty. Maybe you and your wife are musty. My child is not musty. I keep telling you that I bathe him every night. Which part of that don't you understand?
I understand everything that you're saying. Maybe it's the soap. Maybe something is not taking effect. I'm not sure. Okay, but
maybe he doesn't smell it right because I don't know what child you're smelling, but you're not smelling my child.
Deodorant on him.
You are not using male deodorant on my child. Do I need to come down there for you with a cup and sue your entire establishment? You don't want that to happen. Stay away from my child. Are you crazy? Matter of fact, where's my son?
Ma'am, your son is fine. Your son is in there with the rest of the kids. They're playing. Today is the first day I sprayed a little bit of male deodorant on his arm.
You did what?
See how that worked out.
Okay, so you clear. Look, Cheryl, can you cover for me for a couple of minutes? I'm bringing my there right now. I'll be there within the hour because you must be crazy. What do you mean you sprayed my son?
Ma'am, I just sprayed a little bit of deodorant on him just to see if we can.
I didn't give you permission to do that, and I keep telling you that there's nothing wrong with my child, and you took it upon yourself to go and spray my child, and you weren't supposed to do that. Are you crazy? I'm bringing my right now.
Okay, well, what are you coming here for? The boy is, your son Malik is fine. Why are you coming here?
No, he's clearly not fine. If you're going around spraying, why don't you spray? Because clearly you're smelling and reeking and funky as hell. I didn't give you no to spray my child. I'm going to come down there and I promise you, I'm going to shoot all y'all because you crazy.
Okay, let me say this, ma'am. Your son is musty. He's been reeking for the last 2 months.
My son is not musty. How many times
we
have I
couldn't
tell
take
you
it
that he's
anymore.
not musty?
Okay?
You know what? I ain't even trying to hear you because you're clearly crazy. How you go around spraying people's kids? And I with my child. Did you smell the other kids? You know what? I'm about to get in my car, come down there for your because you must be crazy.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Why did you hang up on me? I'm trying to fix the problem, ma'am.
Wait. What? I told you that I'm coming down there. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Once.
But I needed to let you know one more thing that's going on here.
What could you possibly need to let me know? Because I'm on my way to right now.
Where are you now? Are you in your car? Where are you?
I am heading to my car, about to get in my car to come down there for because you must be crazy spraying my child.
Before you get to your car, I need to tell you one more thing about your son, okay?
Please, what you possibly have to tell me?
I want to tell you that this is, listen to me, this is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your girlfriend Cheryl got me to prank phone call you.
Mother. I'm standing here in the parking lot about to come down there for and that knew exactly what I was about. I'm going to get her. I'm going to get her because I'm thinking, I know my child is musty. I know my child is clean and he doesn't smell. Ooh, I'm going to get her.
I just talked to her. She said she's right here in her cubicle. You got to call her right now. I said, okay, just chill out. I'm going to call her.
I'm going to get her. You don't know.
Hey, is Malik nice and clean?
Malik is always nice and clean and smelling right. So I don't know what the hell you were talking about. I was like, not my child. You got the wrong child. You were about to get it. You don't even know.
Oh, man. All right, Vanessa, you got to tell me one more thing, baby. What's the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The one and only Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Sometimes you got to put some deodorant on these kids.
That little boy
You understand?
These babies, though.
Yeah, there's some babies out there.
He smell like a grown-up.
When you 6 and you smell like you 26, there's something wrong with
Yeah, my
that.
boy Onion Arm, he had a baby. The reason we call him Onion Arm because he had a gland problem. He smelled real bad all the time under his arm.
Man.
His baby, I met his baby about 4 years ago. Boy, that little baby stank.
Just like it.
Man.
Baby, come in stinging.
And I know you ain't supposed to say nothing about nobody's kids, but Lord have mercy.
That boy was stank.
Man, come on.
I met a baby one time smelled like like a shade tree mechanic. You know,
like you been working on
like,
cars.
when you outside working on cars.
You smell like a carburetor right now. What is that?
Dang, you been working on cars. This little boy funky.
That is crazy. Baby deodorant.
Underarm smell like a butt.
That's a good product. That's a good product to make if they ain't got one. Do they have
I
one?
bet they do have it.
I think they do.
Yeah, I would think they
I'm
have.
almost sure they do.
Probably all natural. Should be all natural, right?
Mm-hmm.
Baby deodorant.
Yes.
Old people just throw cornstarch on you.
They sure do.
Pack it right on. Diaper rash cornstarch.
Baby
Does it
deodorant.
work?
Hell yeah. The cornstarch kill a diaper rash.
In any case, you shouldn't need to be using deodorant on your baby.
'Cause what is your baby doing that requires
Yeah,
deodorant?
you really shouldn't.
What is this little gamey, little strong, little something done?
Wow.
They be working up a sweat.
So there's some parents don't know about it. 'Cause there's some funky babies out
It's
there.
called Balm baby
Oh.
spray.
They need to get it. If you're listening and you know your baby funky, bomb. BALM.
Your baby
But
said
babies
it.
usually smell so sweet.
Not all
Oh.
babies.
Your baby foggy.
We gotta go.
Your baby's funky.
Funky baby.
We'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Today's Strawberry Letter is up next, and it's a good one. All morning long, we've been playing your favorite Michael Jackson songs. Steve and the crew, what is your favorite Michael
Everybody gonna go around the
Jackson
room?
video?
Oh,
Not
video.
song,
Oh,
video.
video.
It's hard to say song, but
I'll
you
go
can.
first.
Okay,
What
go
you got,
ahead.
Tom? What you got?
Smooth Criminal was a cold video.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was a
That
good
boy
one.
leaned when they leaned all
Yeah.
the way forward.
Yeah.
God, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's yours,
Classic.
Junior?
Dirty Diana.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice one, man.
That was hot. That was hot. Mhm.
I just showed me his range. He ain't just
I
do
love
popping
that
so.
one.
Yeah.
He can do rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's yours,
What's
Jay?
yours, Jay?
Hey! You knocked me off of my feet now, baby. That's my jam right there.
He was sexy in that video. He really,
I don't know
really
about
was.
all that,
no,
but
he
he was
was.
good.
He was sexy in that video.
When he yelled.
What's yours, Sam?
Hey!
I mean, I gotta say, my favorite one, of course, is
Remember the
Billie
time?
Jean.
Oh,
Billie
Billie
Jean.
Jean. Oh, yeah.
My favorite
Billie Jean.
video.
My
That float
favorite
was lighting
video?
up?
Yeah.
hmm
Remember the time.
That is a
Remember
good
the
one.
time.
Remember
Yeah.
the
That's a good
time.
one.
Remember the
video.
time.
Which
Yeah.
is my
With
favorite. Michael
everybody in
Jackson
there,
song.
man.
Yeah, that's your favorite Michael Jackson song. Yeah. But he had so many superstars in that
Man,
video.
yeah. Eddie was in there.
Man, Magic.
Magic.
That's the one time I watched the video
Iman.
and I said to myself, how the hell Joe Torre get in that video?
That should have been me.
That should have been me.
I'm just glad OJ wasn't there. He messed that up. Man.
Oh, he had so many.
Yeah.
just-
Man, Mike.
I mean, remember how you used to wait for a Michael Jackson video
it
to
was
come
an
out?
event.
It was a big event,
It was
right?
an
You used to
event.
wait, right?
Yeah, they would suspend programming
That's
for,
right, yeah.
like, especially like for black and white,
Yes,
black or
he
white.
changed the game.
Thriller,
Yeah, it did.
man. Thriller
Thriller
was
was, man, Thriller was like a
was
movie, man.
Scary. Thriller was scary.
Yeah, it was good.
Scary.
Yeah, it was scary with
Yeah,
those
it was
werewolf.
alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ola Ray was fine. I know that.
Yeah, she was gorgeous. She still looks pretty much the same the last time I saw her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks good. What was that, Jay?
I'm just an okay. I'm just sticking that in there. Say that what you just said again. Just say how she still.
Ola Ray was fine.
She still looks good.
Okay.
The last time I saw her, she looked good, Jay.
I didn't say nothing wrong.
Hey, what happened?
Say what you just said. Say it again.
All I had said was Ola Ray still looks good.
Yeah.
Not the same Jay.
I'm not gonna say nothing. No. No, I've been told not to say something about people. All I'm gonna say is, okay.
Oh, that's your new thing now?
Oh my God.
She still looks pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I saw Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, my
Oh, yeah, with
goodness,
A-Rod.
With A-Rod, right.
Yeah.
She looked
Hey, man,
fabulous.
she did.
Yeah,
She
man.
does.
You know what?
She looked fabulous.
She looks happy for real now.
She did.
Yeah, I tell you, and I tell you who else was really, really nice looking at the fight.
Who?
LeBron James' wife.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
she looked great. Yeah.
His name is Savannah, I think. She's a
They've been together
very,
since high school, right?
very nice girl.
Is she tall?
Not as him.
No, I know she's not as tall as him.
No,
Not many people are unless you're a
Yeah.
basketball player.
She's about Tommy's height.
Okay.
Hey, Jay.
I tell you, and Puffy's girl.
Oh, Cassie, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Puffy's girl
I
was
liked
gorgeous.
what she had
man.
on. Mm-hmm.
She was gorgeous. man.
Yeah.
Who else
Puffy
was
had
there?
that hat on.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Oh man, Puff was clean, and he's a cool dude, man. I really like him, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I really do respect his business acumen.
Mm-hmm.
I really do like Puffy, man. I really, really like that brother, man, a lot.
What was Tyler talking about?
Oh, we was having a
Man,
good
they,
conversation.
oh man.
Great conversation yesterday.
I saw.
All
Yeah.
y'all planes at the private jet spot.
Say what?
All y'all, you, Puffy, J-Lo, Tyler, all y'all stuff
That
out there.
airport was crowded, man. The airport.
I bet it was.
Wow.
You know, it's so good to go
bet it was.
see all the private planes lined up.
Wow.
It's so cool, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's really cool to
Yeah,
see that.
yeah, it is.
All right, time to switch gears yet again and go to the strawberry letter, nephew. Take it away.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Strawberry love.
Okay, subject.
I'm over here meeting celebrities and everything.
All right, come on.
Here. Subject, what should I do? There's a situation going on with my relationship that I need some help
Who the
with.
hell that was?
A little while ago, I
Hold
met.
on one second.
Would you listen to the letter, please? A little while ago, I met a wonderful woman. When I say wonderful, this woman is great. She's very beautiful, has a great conversation, and we are very in tune with each other. She has the whole package. We have been dating for 6 months now, and I love her very much, and I trust when she tells me she loves me too. The problem is, someone from her past has come back into her life, which has opened my eyes to a lot of things I didn't know about her. One of the most shocking things I found out about her is that she is bisexual, and this person that has come back around is her ex-girlfriend.
Whoa.
Now we have your attention.
Right now.
Now we have your attention.
Stop.
Let
Get
her
it,
right
get it.
here, boy.
Uh-huh.
Hey. Sorry about that.
When I found this out, I asked her about her past. Seems like they had a very serious relationship, and they went through a lot together. They were living together for about 1.5 years, and were planning on having kids and making a family together. Woo! She expressed to me that what they had is long gone, and she is focused on me, so I let it go. Time passed by, and things started changing between my girlfriend and I. She started coming home later than usual. She did a lot of daydreaming while being affectionate. It was like she was with me, but her mind was somewhere else.
God is here with me.
Uh-huh. Just the other day, I came home early from work, and the ex-girlfriend was in my house with my girlfriend.
Come on, boy!
When I asked her about that, she told me they weren't doing anything. They were just hanging out. I'm not comfortable with their friendship. I mean, I trust my woman and everything, but it's just that doesn't seem right with this, okay? What do you all think, and what do you think I should do? Dear, what do you think I should do? Tell me, be quiet. Yeah, you got a problem. You do have a problem because something is going on between your girl and her ex. All the signs are there. Things are changing between the two of you. She's coming home later than usual. The girl is up in your house with your girl. You sound like a really nice guy, but please don't be stupid in this sense. In this instant, you know, what should you do? You should open your eyes and see what's going on in front of your face. The ex is trying to get back in. If it was a man, let me ask you this. If it was a man, you wouldn't stand for this, would you? Talk to your girl before she gets away if it's not too late, and it might be too late. 12 minutes after the hour, we will be back.
Yeah, well.
What you got, Crow Cracker?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, coming up next, here we go. Well, coming up right now, not next, it's right now. Steve in part 2 of his response to the strawberry letter. But there's something going on.
What should I do? There's a situation going on with my relationship that I need some help with. A little while ago, I met a wonderful woman. When I say wonderful, this woman is great. She's very beautiful, has great conversation. We're very in tune with each other. She has the whole package.
Oh.
We have been dating for 6 months now, and I love her very much, and I trust when she tells me she loves me too.
Yeah.
The problem is someone from her past has come back into her life, which has opened my eyes to a lot of things I didn't know about her. One of the most shocking things I found out about her is that she is bisexual. And this person that has come back around is her ex-girlfriend. When I found this out, I asked her about her past. Seems that they had a very serious relationship and they went through a lot together. They were living together for about 1.5 years and were planning on having kids and making a family together. She expressed to me that what they had is long gone and she focused on me, so I let it go. Time passed by and things started changing between my girlfriend and I. She started coming home later than usual. She did a lot of daydreaming while being affectionate with me. It was like she was with me, but her mind was somewhere else. Just the other day, I came home early from work, and the ex-girlfriend was in my house with my girlfriend. When I asked her about that, she told me that they weren't doing anything, that they were just hanging out.
Right.
I'm not comfortable with their friendship. I mean, I trust my woman and everything, but it just doesn't seem right with this. What do you all think? And what do you think I should do? Well, brother, obviously you young. I'm going to just go with that. You got to be young.
Okay.
Because ain't no full-grown man wrote no letter like this right here. So I'm assuming you young, or I'm assuming that this woman is so fine that you now are blind. Shirley said it best. If this was a man, how would you be handling this? Then I say, handle it the exact same way. See, if I come home and my girlfriend's ex is in the house and it's a dude up at my crib, dog.
On and cracking.
Then it's on and cracking at the crib for everybody at the crib. Can you say Suge Knight? Because I can't.
What, Steve?
Somebody. I ain't calling who. Somebody. Just somebody, though, finna get knocked out. Now, I don't know who it is. I don't know how I'm going to handle it. I can't say. But let's go over a couple of things.
Resorting to the violence.
You've been dating 6 months. You love this woman very much, and you trust her when she tells you that she loves you, too. Well, somebody from her past then came up. Well, now you done found out that your woman is bisexual. And the person that came up is her ex-girlfriend. Now, she back in her life. Now, she done told you, here way to let her get ignorant to me. That they had a very serious relationship and they went through a lot together. They were living together for about a year and a half and were planning on having kids and making a family together. Hold on, stop it. Did you miss, when they was having health class, where was you doing health class?
Because
when they was explaining to you how the man meet the woman and how to have a baby. I don't care what they was sitting up talking about. They ain't planning on having no kids and making a family together. 2 women can't have no kids.
No doubt.
2 women can't make no family. I'm talking about biologic.
Right. We got you, Steve.
So what they told you was they was gonna adopt some kids and then they was gonna try to run it by the kids while the baby got 2 mamas.
Wow.
But one of them gonna be the daddy. I don't know how that worked. I ain't really sure. One of them usually be a little bit more.
I mean, it happens, you know.
I ain't saying nothing
like
in your
that.
letter. So what they was gonna do was adopt some kids.
Yeah.
And they were gonna act like a family. You can't have no kids and make no family. Biologically, you can't. But now, really, partner, your problem ain't her past. Your problem is her right now. Now you say while y'all being affectionate together, she be daydreaming a lot. What do you think she be thinking about? What was homegirl doing that causes her mind to drift while you doing what you doing? Well, I don't know what that could be. Because I've always thought that there were some things that I could do that somebody else that wasn't a man couldn't do. But obviously they've done something that's making her daydream about this other girl. So what you're going to have to do is, first of all, let me just say this. Initially when me and Tommy read a letter like this, we like most men, we go, all right now. Jackpot, all right. But you in love with this woman. And it ain't jackpot. Because this ain't finna be no threesome. I ain't big on that no how. I don't really know how that works. Seems rather confusing to me.
A lot going on.
It's a lot going on.
Too much.
So maybe you can help me out because I know you had a little wilder life than your uncle. Lot going on. I ain't really quite sure what. I don't know how to split the time. I don't know who turned the kiss. Woo!
I'm right there with you.
All right, Steve, we got to go. Email or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at My Girl Shirley. Don't forget this Thursday, stick around for Facebook Live, the after show with the Strawberry Letter. I'll be there at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time this coming Thursday. We'll talk about the letter. Come on.
So, if we
I want
come
you
in
to
there,
come.
Shirley, you're not going to put us out?
No.
Get out of here with all that cussing.
We
Okay.
can say whatever we want to say, Shirley.
What?
No.
Not whatever
No,
you
you
want to
can't.
say.
No, you can't.
Thank you, Steve. And coming up in just a few minutes, well, if you missed it yesterday, our interview with Steve and Bakari Sellers from CNN.
Very good.
Yeah, a very good interview. But J. Anthony Brown, this one is for you. Amazon.com says they'll reduce prices on some popular goods as it completes, I should say, its acquisition of Whole Foods.
Whole Foods is
Boy,
coming
Jay
down.
was upset.
Man, was I
last
upset?
week.
I bought some $10 soup from Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
another
delicious.
3 for the spoon. I'm like, whoa. This better be some good
You need
ass
your
soup,
own
man.
spoon. That's what you need.
But anyway, Bakari Sellers is going to come
Good
for a
people.
one-on-one conversation with the one and only Steve Harvey. We'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, welcome back, everybody. I told you we were going to have a special guest. He's here. He is a noted politician. He's an attorney in South Carolina.
Yeah.
He is currently one of my favorite political correspondents for CNN. I invited him on the show today so we could discuss some of the comments that he made last week on CNN, which involved me. This is going to be good. He's a good brother. He really is. And I'm very, very happy with the work that he does. And I'm a fan of his also. So he's on the show. Please welcome to the show, everybody, Mr. Bakari Sellers.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to be on. So thank you.
Good. First of all, man, I want to say welcome to the show. And I want to say this to you in front of everybody. I am a fan of yours.
We all are.
Yeah, man. And we have
Yes,
a
we
decent
are.
relationship between one another. I don't want anybody to think that we're two brothers that don't have the wherewithal and the common sense to sit down and discuss. Even brothers can disagree.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
And so, I just wanted to get some stuff out to light and just talk openly about how we feel about certain things, because I've always respected his opinion on CNN. And so he's here today, and I just want to say welcome to you.
Well, thank you. And if I may, just briefly, I want to say that I have that same utmost respect for you and all the work that you've done. And I can honestly say, as someone who is traveling that same road, that road of justice and searching for justice and truth and all of that, that I look up to you. And so it's an honor and a privilege to be on with you,
Thank you.
and a pleasure as well.
Yeah. So let's just start at the beginning, because I was just sitting at my house and my kids called and said, Dad, they just talked about you on CNN. I said, that's good. No, Dad. I said, okay, hold on. What you mean, no, Dad? And so then they told me what we said. So let's just go from the beginning, Bakari. The discussion you all were having on CNN was pertaining to what?
So we were having a discussion about the president giving his speech, and it was a speech in Phoenix, Arizona, and he was doing what he normally does, which is coddle white supremacy. It was going in and out of synchronization. It was making sense and not making sense. But at the end of the day, my comments were very plain and very simple, that anybody who has a platform, anybody who has a message or a voice that can speak out and speak up needs to utilize it. And so, I said that what we need to do is, I want to know where the voices are who gave Donald Trump respectability. We need to make sure that the people like Steve Harvey, the people like Jim Brown are speaking up and speaking out. And I stand by those words, and I think that it's important that anybody who has a platform use that platform to speak out and speak up, especially right now with someone who is trying to roll back as many of the progresses as we've made over the past 8 years, over the past 50 years, as Donald Trump has. And so my question was a simple one. Is Steve Harvey, is Jim Brown going to speak out? If so, I hope they do. I hope they use that platform loudly.
Yeah. Now, first, Bakari, let me start with the comment of those of us who gave him a voice of respectability, because that's where I want to start this whole thing. Because my initial visit to see Trump at the time was because I had received a call from the Obama transition team. Not President Obama, but President Obama's transition team. Now, I have a relationship with President Obama. I shunned away from it, and they said, "Oh, man, we want you to know how important this is to bridge the gap." So they got the Trump transition team on the phone. And they put us on the phone together, and they said, "Would you come?" So it was off and on and off and on. And so then the week of the 13th, on January the 13th, they said, "Be at Trump Towers at 2:30. Madeline Wisenhunt called me from Trump's office. And so I was hesitant. My wife and I talked about it. She had deep concerns about it, but I said, "Okay, baby, what you want me to do?" I got the sitting president and the incoming president, and both seemed to want to make this happen, so I should go. So that's what I was doing. I was really felt badly, Bakari, because I didn't know, I didn't vote for him, and I worked really hard not to get his ass in.
Can I just
True.
let me just explain to you?
Yeah.
I want you to understand my
Mhm.
disappointment, because this isn't Donald Trump is not somebody new who we just met on the scene. It's the same Donald Trump who was sued by the Department of Justice for violating individual civil rights. It's the same Donald Trump who was sued by dealers in Atlantic City for discriminatory practices. It's the same Donald Trump who dealt with the Central Park Five after they were found and exonerated and found to be not guilty and persecuted these young black brothers. And so, for me, the disappointment, the heartache is not necessarily, taking the phone call per se, but it is lending someone, and Maya Angelou said it best, when individuals show you who they are, we have to trust that and believe that. And so, Donald Trump is who we thought he was. There's no question about it. And to see his practices, not just when he was elected, but even today, my point is still the same. My point is that we need all hands on deck, because, Steve, the way I feel about you is I look at you the same way that I look at a James Brown, the same way I look at a Harry Belafonte, the same way I look at a Dick Gregory. I mean, I look at you with the utmost respect on the platform, that not only all the things that you have done, but the things that you will do. Mm-hmm. And so we need to make sure that we are all hands on deck with someone like Donald Trump, who is peeling back and rolling back everything that we believe in.
Yeah, let me say this. I had heard all of what you said, to be honest, because we had kind of discussed it on the show, the discriminatory lawsuit, But what had happened was this guy goes from the campaign trail to the White House. So now this person with these problems, who also got elected after, talking about a man's wife that's running, that also said he could grab a woman's pee and it's okay. Now, the dude that was on the bus with him, Billy Bush, he get fired. The other dude that was on the bus who said it is the president. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm sitting up here going, wow, we are in some jacked up times.
We'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, welcome back, everybody. I told you we were going to have a special guest. He's here, Mr. Bakari Sellers.
Welcome.
So when this guy gets in the office, he's not just a guy who's made these negative comments and lawsuits and all this. He's now the incoming president. So the hard part for me, Bakari, was how does the sitting president and the incoming president request a meeting, and how do I say, no, I ain't meeting with you? That was the dilemma that I had, man. And looking back on it in hindsight, I was talking to Ed Gordon one time. He said, Steve, what you should have did was told us you were going to meet him and what you were going to talk about. And that's beautiful in hindsight, but guess what? I didn't really know what I was going to talk to him about, because I didn't know what they wanted. Right. So I just went to the meeting. Go ahead.
No, I get that, and I understand that completely. But now we're at a point where we have someone who is emboldened and he's given a bigger platform. And I know when you came out the towers, I remember what you said, and I appreciate that. We're going to give a voice, and we're going to talk about housing in inner city Chicago and Detroit. I remember that. But he's emboldened white supremacists, the neo-Nazis, and the Klan more than he's emboldened people who look like me and you.
You're absolutely
so,
correct.
So for me, I mean, my only point is that, like, I want every single person. Like, I don't have a lot of, astronomical goals in my life. Of course, I want to be able to take care of my family and all of this and all of that. But for me, I just want to be able to live and die seeking justice and truth and peace and those type of things.
Right.
And I need to make sure that everybody who's on the same playing field I am, who has a platform, is using that voice. And that was my only point.
Right.
That you and Jim Brown and so many others, I mean, we cannot afford to sit back and let Donald Trump continue to do the things he's been doing, although it's only been 7 months.
Right. Now, okay, let me say this, Picard, because I agree with everything you're saying wholeheartedly. And that's the reason I wanted you and I to talk openly, because we are brothers who are on the same mission. We just we got two routes we're taking to get there, and we got two modes that we can use to get there. Knowing what I know now about this man, but having seen it come into action with the power of the presidency, would I have gone up that end knowing that? If I would have knew the backlash that my family would have suffered behind it, I wouldn't have went. I don't give a damn what President Obama and the transition team said. I just wouldn't have done it to my family. I really didn't expect the severity of the backlash, because the backlash that came to me, it didn't come to me from white folks. The backlash that came to me came from the very people that I serve and have loved and tried to be an example for all these years. So it was kind of hurtful for me when they came. I was a coon, a sellout, and all like this. And so when I got to the meeting, not knowing what it was about, when he posed a question to me, he said, "What can I do for you?" I said, "No, man, let me help you." And God just got on me and said, "Let me work with Ben Carson." Well, when we came off the elevator, here was the other thing.
Here we go.
He wasn't supposed. He wasn't supposed to come down on the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to go down and go and address the media, and I asked him before I left. I said, "Mr. Trump, let me ask you a question. I'm going to tell them what we talked about. Is that okay?" He said, "Sure, absolutely, 100%. And I told him I was going to talk about this. He said, "Fine." I get on the elevator. He said, "Hold on, Steve, I'm going down with you." Okay, we get off the elevator. He walked straight up to the microphone, and the first word out his mouth was, "We're going to repeal and replace Obamacare." Now I'm standing here going, dude, we ain't said a damn thing like that upstairs. So now I'm standing there looking like
the birth of the coon.
Man, that like I done just went up here and talking about, we're going to repeal and replace Obamacare, and I was caught off guard. When I got to the truck and got in the truck and was taking a deep breath going, man, let me see what I can talk to Ben Carson about, how I can propose this. I proposed the vision centers. Man, my phone lit up. Man, Steve, you on social media, man. They eating you alive. And I went, wow. And so,
but
go ahead.
Can I just, let me
Yes,
just
sir.
say this. For me, listen, the President of the United States asked you to come and meet with him, and I understand that. Like, it's a hard ask to say no to. But my only point is now we know exactly who he is.
Yeah.
And so now there is not a day that goes by where we all should not be in unison, rebuking the fact that he is emboldening those people who want to take back the rights that we've worked so hard for.
Absolutely.
And so, I mean, listen.
Hey, Picard, let me ask you a question, man.
Sure.
Okay, knowing that he was this guy before, but aren't you just a little bit surprised though, at the level to which it is?
No.
No.
Not at all. I mean, listen. You know what's crazy? You know what's the most amazing thing about this? All the white people that are so surprised by Charlottesville. I mean, those people are bankers. Those people are teachers' assistants. Those people are in our everyday communities. I'm not surprised by that one bit.
Right.
Now it has a face, and they just have tiki torches and a polo shirt and Bugle Boy pants, khakis on. I mean, listen, this is nothing new. I'm not surprised by it. I lost one of my good friends in Charleston, South Carolina, to white supremacy run amok on the 10th degree in the Mother Emanuel shooting. So, I mean, I understand that this is very, very real. And I'm not surprised that Donald Trump is the white supremacist in chief. I'm not surprised at all. But what I am going to do is make sure that every breath that I have and every breath that I take, we make sure that we're bringing those of us that look like me and you and most of the listeners on this show have an opportunity to say that, we're going to be all right.
Yeah, man, I follow you. I got to tell you, I am a little bit surprised. I am, man, because I just did not get the levity of it. Because, man, as we all try to hold him accountable, as we try to hold him to task, I was thinking, okay, what can I do to hold him to task? Because right now, his wife can't do it. His daughter can't do it. Spicer couldn't do it. Mooch couldn't do it. Comey tried to do it, got his ass fired. He over there.
Where's Mueller? We need Mueller. That's what we need.
Dog, he is letting them have it up there. He done got rid of Banyan. Yeah. The right, alt-right, this dude right here.
All right, we'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, welcome back, everybody. I told you we were going to have a special guest. He's here, Mr. Bakari Sellers. Hey, man, let me ask you this. I don't know how we can take this guy to task, the 70-year-old rich dude that's been doing what he want to do, who had no he ain't never been the alderman. And now he the president of the United States. And this dude, what?
He's just pardoned Sheriff Arpaio. He just pardoned
This is my point exactly, man. That's why we can't be quiet about nothing. Every single opportunity we get, we have to call it for what it is. I mean, we cannot be quiet right now. I mean, listen, Martin Luther King said it best, and I'm not a big person who quotes King at every chance I get, but he said at the end of time, we won't remember the words of our enemies, but we'll remember the silence of our friends.
Right.
I mean, we have to make sure that we're speaking up and using every single platform we have to speak out about somebody who is a bigot who is president of the United States.
Right.
That's what we have to do.
And I appreciate your efforts in that area. On this show, we have two responsibilities. We were created as an entertainment show, but we also bear the banner of, man, we provide information. And we do it in a way, man, and, man, where we could keep the light on it. But for 4 hours, we got to do what we do, which is to entertain here. So people get a break from it because CNN is dedicated to it. Lord have mercy.
Thank God.
We're doing our best.
Thank
Man,
God.
Don Lemon is not. This is his calling.
Yes.
Don Lemon has been.
Don's about tired of y'all, though. I just want you to know, Don is about tired of everybody right now.
Yeah. Don Lemon, man. He is so done.
He's on one. He is.
He is so done. And who's the guy? Who's the white guy with the white hair? That's
he's not with us anymore. Jeffrey Lord.
Jeffrey Lord.
We parted ways. We
man,
parted ways with
what
Jeffrey.
happened to him? Because I didn't care what Trump did. It was okay. But even for a minute, he started going like, wow. Hey, man, one time he couldn't explain. That's what I knew Donald Trump
The most amazing part about this whole thing is that we've only been 7 months in.
7 months.
It's only been 7
Felt
months.
like 2 years.
What do you think, Bakari? What do you all think is going to happen here? Can this last for 4 years?
Yeah, I believe it can last for 4 years. I'm preparing myself for it to last for 4 years. I think that the moral consciousness of our country is waking up. I mean, listen, white supremacy is nothing new. I think that we have to brace ourselves and deal with it. I think that it's going to get, a little bit worse before it gets better. I mean, at the end of the day, I think we're going to be okay. But I do believe that Donald Trump is what this country asked for. We haven't dealt with what we were built upon, which is race, which is racism, which is slavery. And so now we're here, and we're reconciling that with, Donald Trump.
Hey, man, let me ask you one more question, too, because here's the deal. 3 million votes more for Hillary Clinton in the popular vote. What are we going to do about this electoral? Because, if Georgia, with fewer people, can get the same count as Ohio with more people, and so forth and so on down the line, how do we win this thing, man? Because I can't imagine this guy for 8 years.
Well, we don't have to get on our horse if we want him to not be president for 8 years.
We'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Mr. Bakari Seller.
I am very, very pleased just to have the opportunity to have this discussion. But I do want you to know that I have a lot of friends who question electoral college, and I said if the electoral college was that bad, they would not have elected a black man from Hawaii whose mom was from Kansas, whose dad was from Kenya.
I got you.
So we just need to work. We have to work within the system that we have. But at the end of the day, I think that what it's going to take is all of us to use our voice and people of color to stand up and be like, we're not going to tolerate this, and we're going to have to continue to fight. I mean, that's all we have, Steve.
Yeah.
We are a people who've been fighting for a very long time just to be free.
Right.
And we're going to continue that fight.
And, with this right here, with Charlottesville, the darkness of Charlottesville had a flicker of light in it, though, because the majority of the people that were out there were not African Americans. And it's a doggone shame, man, that this girl, Heather, had to lose her life. But here this white supremacist plows through it and kills this damn girl.
And Heather Heyer's family asked an amazing question. They asked, why did it take for a white woman to die for us to realize that white supremacy was real?
Amen.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you've lived a longer life than I have, Steve, and you know how difficult it is just to not just break through the glass ceiling, but to be able to just crack it a little bit. I mean, you've lost friends to individuals who were shot in the streets. I mean, we've dealt with this before.
Right.
But now people are paying attention to it because they understand what it looks like. And so, I mean, to get back to do full circle, all the way back to my comments on CNN, it was out of the utmost love and respect that we're going to be all in this together and we're going to figure this thing out. And at the end of the day, that there's going to be somebody who's proud of us because we will not let up on this fight for truth and justice. We won't. We simply won't.
Well, man, I invited you on the show to say just that because what I wanted to stop before it got... See, if you had said this on a blog, we wouldn't even be talking. But it got said on CNN. So what I wanted was to show other people that we can sit down and have an intelligent discussion and try to understand one another. Because there's enough separatism in our side of the playground. We don't need no more. Oh, man, you ought to tell Bakari this. Man, you and Bakari.
Exactly.
No, man. Me and this brother all right.
Yeah.
We just had maybe we had a misunderstanding of what we said, so let's just talk it out like men. And just, I invited you on the show. I reached out to him.
And he's been on your TV show before as well.
Yeah, man. And he's a
twice,
good
not
dude.
once, but twice.
Yeah.
And a great dude. And I love when you're on that show for CNN fighting the fight. I just wanted everybody to hear you and I have an open dialogue discussion because before they get started. Because I stay on the internet. My ass don't need to be on there no more.
Well, Bakari, we want to just say thank you for taking the time. Thank you for what you do, first of all, on CNN. We love you.
Man,
We talked about you even before this came about. We just love you that much, how brilliant you are and the things you say and all of that. So thank you for taking the time. You're welcome.
Hey, and Bakari, just in closing, man, you say my name out your mouth again, I'm going to slap all taste out your mouth. I just thought we'd have a hood moment.
Yeah, I can't fight nobody my daddy's age. I can't do it.
Well, that's good. Hey, man, thank you for respecting that. Hey, Bakari, be good, man. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are with just one more thing to close out the show. Great interview again, Steve. Great interview. I'm glad we got a chance for those of us who missed it to hear it, to actually hear Bakari Sellers. And if you don't know who he is,
go ahead.
watch CNN, because
He's
anything political.
A good guy,
He's there.
And, the reason we had to get it out the way and add, because I took offense to the comment, that people like Steve Harvey and Jim Brown who gave him validity. Wait, man, and then
you didn't verify him.
No, I wasn't validating the guy by going up there, but I was honoring the request. True enough, people still don't get it. Now, like I was at the fight, walking around. Hey, man, you still like Trump?
Really?
Oh, man, but 99.9% of the people, absolutely, man, big fans. Steve, we love you, man. Thanks for all you do, But I came out the bathroom. I went to the VIP bathroom. It was locked. Guy was in there. take a little bit too long. I had to use the restroom. So I walk across the floor to the public restroom, right? So I go in the bathroom. A lot of people in there. Steve Harvey, what's up, man? What's up? We speaking.
Public pen,
So I come out the bathroom, and a guy has his iPhone, and he turns it on. He's walking behind me. Says, Steve Harvey, you being one of the first African Americans to go see Trump, how do you feel about him now? So I just kept walking, man. I haven't known this guy, We're in the casino.
He got his phone doing what, dog?
Yeah, no, filming.
They filming.
He's trying, but he's.
See, that's how people get their ass knocked out.
Well,
Right.
he's trying to
Junior,
egg
Junior,
you
you
on.
supposed to whoop his
But
ass.
Tommy, I got security.
Yeah.
You
I
know
got
how
security.
Tommy is about his
yeah, I
uncle.
see.
So we going along, and God says again, so Steve Harvey, I know you hear me. So you went up there to see Trump. How you feel about him now? Now, I want to turn around and address the guy, but he's nobody. So why would I stop and address this guy? For what reason, And I'm just trying to walk. So about third time, hey, I know you hear me.
Wow.
You went up there to see Trump, man. How you feel about him now? First of all, I didn't turn around. What do you mean how I feel about him now?
Yeah, how do you respond to that?
I mean, what are you talking about, man? And stop. I want people to stop acting like I voted for him. Stop acting like I'm the reason he in office.
Yeah.
Can you stop that? And please stop trying to make me accountable for this man's actions and what he do. Because ain't nobody been able to stop him. So no, I can't be accountable for him.
And even when Bakari mentioned all the things that he had done before he got to this point talking about Donald Trump now, it's still a surprise, the things that he does.
Hey, man,
They
gotta
had
tell you.
no idea he was this crazy.
Listen, man.
I'm sorry. It still
I have
is.
to tell you,
Yeah.
I am surprised
Yeah.
at some of the things this man is saying as the president. I mean, I'm just sitting here going, wow. I thought maybe when he became president, that he would go by the protocol and stuff. But man, when he had that speech down in Phoenix,
Oh, yeah, last week.
and he took the papers from his other speech
And left ours out.
Dog, and
Yeah.
read what he
That was
said to. Didn't I say this? And didn't I say this?
Yeah.
Hold on, because it's amazing what this guy does, man. First of all, why are we still doing rallies and we the president?
Right.
You don't have to rally no more.
I mean, you're done.
You it.
But when he goes down there to his base,
Yeah.
they rejuvenate him, man. Whenever he needs a good shot in the
He get
arm
the
for his
fuel.
ego,
Yeah.
he goes down there and he does these things. And Bakari said he wasn't surprised. I am.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
most
am
definitely.
I think the funniest thing to me is to watch Putin when Putin is sitting next to Trump and says, I can't believe how stupid this guy is.
It's an
But Steve,
amazing
Steve,
thing to watch
But
it
when you're
develop.
in the bathroom like that, when you're in the bathroom,
Yeah,
like
but
that,
you know,
could,
you got to go ahead.
you could easily just turn and pee on the dude. See, you could have peed.
Oh
Peeing
my
is open
God.
game when
That
you
would
in
have
the
been
bathroom.
great, but we were walking. I was walking out of the bath. So what happened was this guy
Tommy, be quiet.
who was walking that I didn't know, who's just a cool guy. You know what he did while we were walking?
What?
While the guy was looking through his phone filming?
What?
He pulled a chair out in front of the guy.
Oh.
The guy falls over the chair and throws his phone about four
slap machines down.
slot machines down. Now, dog, I just looked and saw the dude falling. And it was just a guy, and the guy came up to me later. He was a hard dude, little thug. Steve, we got love for you, man. Don't worry about him. I got him.
Yeah.
And when he get up, he can come ask me. I said, okay, bro.
I hope he got that on film.
Yeah, man. And when he get up, he can come and ask me. Cause he said, hey man, look, hey man, we got love for you. We understand. Don't worry about them people like that, man. Cause 99.9% of the people is love out there for me, and it's good. I was really like at a Trump rally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt
except
like
it
that,
was for
didn't it?
Steve Harvey.
Except for it's
Because
Steve Harvey
when I'm
rally,
out there amongst, and I was, hey man, remember we was at the crap table and these dudes called the bus boys
Yeah.
was gambling on the other end. They call themselves the bus boys because they come in and they bet don't come.
Yeah, they better
Everybody betting on point mostly, 98% of the table. They betting on the don't, So he betting that you won't hit. He got hundreds down there bet. So, when we crap out, got you. Dude, we the bus boys. And I was just messing with him, man. So he from Overtime in Miami. That's the real deal now. So I said, hey, big fella, Come on, man. Just be a little bit quiet, man. Let us win. I ain't got to be quiet. So I saw he didn't handle what I said, right? I said, no, man. I ain't got nothing but love for you, man. I'm just saying, hey, man, just don't be so loud because we all trying to, we trying to hit points out here. We just want the same energy. Hey, man, this is business. This ain't personal. It's business. They still got that hood bravado. I just diffused the cat. I say, hey, man, all right, man. And he got all right. He was a cool guy, man. Big fella was cool. So a dude over there, hey, man, hey, don't be talking to Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey ain't from no hood. I said, okay, enough of this here. Now, we're shooting dice. I got a cigar. I said, listen to me, man. Don't let these suits fool you, partner. Don't let these suits fool. All right, Steve, I see you real.
So what you were saying is that had it gone any farther, then you probably would have gotten to another fight.
We probably would have.
Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
It ain't just for Tuesday.
It's coming.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old, unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharvey.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.